Hey, it's Hunt. You found Hunt on Saints. We're talking black and gold football. Do us a favor. Hit the like button, share your comments below, and hit that subscription button so you can get all of our content. Enjoy. Switch gears to football here. Pro Football Quarterback. That's just not a word at all. Pro Football Focus ranked the quarterbacks 1 to 32 entering into this 2023 season. And I'll just go ahead and give you a couple of the numbers that you're looking at. Joe Burrow is ranked number 3. They've got him behind Allen and Mahomes, which I think is fine. I would probably put him ahead of Allen, but I think it's fine to put him right there. And then you want to know where's Derek Carr. And he's right where you would imagine he would be. He's at number 14. The blurb under Derek Carr says last year's 66.6 grade was the lowest of Carr's career outside of his rookie season. It was supposed to be a solid season. Carr's big plays declined. He was noticeably less accurate overall. His adjusted completion rate dropped by more than 6 percentage points from the year before, his lowest level since he was a rookie. That likely represents the floor for Carr's play, and he's typically been a borderline top 10 player over his career. I don't think any of that is unfair. I think outside of his rookie year, which you never expect much from rookie quarterbacks in their first year, he's been a very fine player. Fine, not excellent, not elite, not championship caliber, just a fine player. And that's where you would find him at 14. And as I look at this, and if you want to look at rankings, I think the best thing you can say about Derek Carr's ranking at 14 is that it's significantly better than Bryce Young at 25. It's significantly better than Baker Mayfield at 28. And it's significantly better than Desmond Ridder at 31. Fair? That's the best thing about Derek Carr is that the other 3 quarterbacks are way down at the back of the list. As I kind of approach it, I look at these quarterbacks in some subsets and some categories. The first category I'd look at is we are in a 10-year championship window with a franchise quarterback. And, of course, that is the top 3 with Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. They're all in the AFC. They're all great. You could toss Justin Herbert in there if you wanted to, and I wouldn't yell at you. You could toss Lamar Jackson in there if you wanted to. I wouldn't yell at you. You could toss Jalen Hurts in there, and I wouldn't yell at you. But the top of that tier, that we're in a 10-year championship window, is smaller than that tier as a whole. I think Aaron Rodgers is probably in his own category. We're trying to catch on right at the end and catch lightning in a bottle. It's the Peyton Manning category. It's the Tom Brady category. You get the picture. But he's in a category probably of his own. He's 5th on this list, incidentally. And then you would look at teams that are looking like, is it that great? Maybe not, but I don't really want to try again. This is good. We're good. That's a category. It's a lot of words for a category, but that's a category. It's the, it's not that awesome, but I don't really want to go into the draft again. We're good. That's the Kirk Cousins category. That's the Dak Prescott category. That's probably the Tua category. And that is squarely the Derek Carr, Geno Smith, Jared Goff, Daniel Jones category. Like, that's where they are. Some of them have a higher upside. Some are older than others. Some are younger than others. Some of their statistics have been a little different over time. But that's kind of where the Saints are. And so the question would be, are you comfortable in that spot? I think the place that Matt and I have been pretty consistently is that it's not where I'd like to be. But, Matt Stafford was probably in that category once upon a time, and he won a championship. And Joe Flacco was probably in that category one time, and he won a championship. And so it can be done, but you've got to put together an unbelievable roster. And that's where the Saints fall short, and that's why I didn't love the signing of Carr. If you sign Derek Carr with the roster right now that the Eagles or Jets, some of those teams that have like really top-end defenses and some young, exciting playmakers, then okay, like you can Matt Stafford this thing. The Saints got run all over last year for the majority of the year. The Saints' offensive line has significant questions entering this year and moving forward. Like, that's where it's a little unsettling. Like, would I rather have you know, Jordan Love or Derek Carr, as I'm scrolling through this thing, like, for this coming season, like 100%, I'd rather have Derek Carr, like, not even a question. But is there a chance Derek Carr greatly improves his ability and production and becomes a top 5 quarterback in the league? No. That's not going to happen. Is there a chance Jordan Love greatly elevates his level of play and becomes a top 5 quarterback in the league? Yeah. I'd bet plenty against it, but it's there. And ultimately, that's where you want to be. You want to be in that top tier I was talking about where, okay, we've got a decade. It's just very hard. It's very hard. It's the point I just made with Andrew Hutchinson, where when you're in it, you don't realize how hard it is. Andrew's talking about how hard it is to win in Omaha. And LSU fans, now that we've won one national championship in 30 years, in 23 years, we've won one, they realize, like, yeah, it is hard to do. When you're winning a million in a row, it doesn't seem hard. When you've got Drew Brees in New Orleans, it doesn't seem hard to get that franchise quarterback. Just go get the next one. But then players come and go, and losses come and go, and seasons come and go. And you're like, man, it's really hard to get that guy. So again, I understand where it makes sense to add Derek Carr because you become a better football team, and look at the 3 that I rattled off before that are in your division that are way down the list. But maybe Bryce Young's a dude. Maybe Sam Ritter's a dude. Desmond Ritter's a dude. Sam Ritter. Maybe Desmond Ritter's a dude. So the outlook for 2023 is okay for the Saints. I just don't know what it looks like for 24, 25, 26, 27. Just feels like there's a ceiling, and it feels like I'm bumping my head on it when I talk about Derek Carr. And you're curious to find out, how volatile this list can be. Can Daniel Jones move from 17 to 6? Can Justin Fields move from 18 to 5? Ryan Tannehill, Russell Wilson, they're all down at 19, 20, and that's kind of the Carr category. They can get you in the right play. They're not going to be intimidated playing in front of 70,000 people. You're going to be a good locker room guy. But is there great play left? That's the question. It is fascinating. It's interesting for talk radio. But as I look at this, I'm pretty much right in lockstep with Pro Football Focus saying, okay, 14th, that's about right for Carr. And I didn't love spending $100 million on it, but the fact of the matter is spending $100 million on your quarterback puts it at about 14th. Justin Herbert, when he gets his new deal, is going to get more than $100 million. Josh Allen, more than $100 million. Patrick Mahomes, more than $100 million. Lamar Jackson, more than $100 million. And they're all ahead of Carr. So for the market value, you paid about right, but it just doesn't inspire me. It just doesn't inspire me to have Derek Carr under center. I think there are Saints fans that feel otherwise, but it'll be a fascinating test case through 6 or 8 weeks of the season. That schedule's manageable. The other quarterbacks in your division stink. Maybe he proves me wrong. I would love it. It would make December a lot more fun around here if the Saints were making a move. It just doesn't feel like they are. We'll see. We got a lot more Saints to get to over the summer, and we'll continue to check in on OTAs with Sharif every Tuesday and monitor the black and gold as they move through this portion of the calendar. Hey, it's on. Thanks for watching Hunt on Saints. Before you leave, help us out a little bit. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button so you get all our content right here from Hunt on Saints. We'll see you next time.